Friends, how are you doing today? You've been waiting desperately for the list of the new cue cards, and we are among the very first who've been sharing the cue cards with you that the examiner can ask you if you're going to take the IELTS exam at this very time. Although due to corona the exams are getting cancelled, but soon the situation would be improved and you would be able to take your IELTS exam. So, what cue cards you may expect at this point of time? As said earlier and many times that the questions change but not all. It's not like that the complete list will change. You would see 70 or 80 new cue cards. However, you may see approximately 20 or 25 new cue cards. However, rest of the cue cards that the examiners are already asking, they will continue to ask those cue cards. Well, in today's video, I'm going to share the list of the latest cue cards that we have with us. Most of these cue cards have already been uploaded in my IELTS Speaking Booster. Those who have purchased it, they can directly access those new cue cards and other speaking material. At the same time, I'm also making videos for you, and here on YouTube you can definitely find some of the latest cue cards videos, and more would be coming in the next few days. So let's begin with the very first cue card, and it is a new cue card that the examiner may ask you at this point. The cue card is: talk about a useful book you read. A useful book you read. This cue card related to reading a book always remain in the list. However, now it has been changed a little to talk about a book that you found useful. So the sample answer of this cue card is already available on Speaking Booster, and definitely very soon I will come up with the video of this particular cue card on YouTube as well. The another cue card the examiner can ask you is: talk about a dream job you would like to do one day, or a job you would like to do one day. As said, this is an all-time popular cue card and it always remain on the list of our Speaking Booster, but this is the cue card that examiners are going to ask you now, so be prepared with this cue card. Cue card number 3. Talk about your experience at a gym, or talk about a time when you joined a gym. I'm pretty sure that all of you are health conscious and definitely have joined some kind of gym or gymnasium where you go to do some kind of healthy activities, and you can comfortably develop this answer. But if not, you can once again check my video on YouTube, which is already available, and definitely the Speaking Booster. And now let me show you another cue card that the examiner is asking to the students, and it is about startups. Startups is a kind of a new business or new business idea. So you may be asked about the advantages and disadvantages of the new startups. Well, the next cue card is something that annoyed you, or someone that annoyed you. And as said, this video is also available on YouTube, and the sample answer is also available on Speaking Booster. So do prepare this. Annoyed something means something that has irritated you. So here students make the mistake that I annoyed. It's not I annoyed, I got annoyed. I irritated, that means I irritated someone, but you have to talk about that something that irritated you rather. Moving on, the next cue card, a curtain that you like, and this is another cue card that most students found very difficult, but once I shared the video and the sample answer my Speaking Booster, and students were really happy and they were finding it much more comfortable and easy to talk about. The next one is they always ask about animals. This time they have changed it to talk about a big animal that you know. Earlier it was interesting animal, then it was time you had an encounter with a wild animal, and now it has been changed to talk about a big animal. All these cue cards are already available on YouTube that you can certainly follow. And then is your favorite flower or national flower. Both questions have been asked to the students. If you prepare the national flower automatically you have prepared both answers, I guess. Well, let's move on and check the next question that the examiners are asking at this time is that talk about your level of English, which was very funny one because I said that it's the examiner's duty to evaluate you. Rather, he is asking you that what is your level of English, and this cue card is also already available. Next cue card is talk about a lazy person you know. Now, lazy person cue card video is not yet available, but the cue card sample is available on Speaking Booster. You can purchase it anytime and access it. And shortly, I will tell you that how you can purchase Speaking Booster in less than 30 seconds. Another cue card is talk about the time you visited a farm or you met with a farmer. So certainly living in a country like India where there are farms everywhere, we won't be having any kind of hesitation to talk about it. Still, if you're looking for sample answers, you can check my videos or Speaking Booster. Another cue card, talk about a time when you received bad customer service at a restaurant. You can definitely find my video on bad customer service, but it is not about a restaurant. So now the cue card has been changed. Now they want you to share the experience of bad customer service, particularly at a restaurant. For that reason, we need to upload a new cue card that I will do very shortly. Well, another cue card, the time when you got lost in city. This has been asked earlier as well, but this time it has been changed to lost in city. So, however, my earlier idea was also the same, that was covering this aspect, that because I mentioned that I was lost in city itself. So the cue card that can be very much related, and the cue card is talk about a time when you read a map or found direction using map. So this cue card is also the one that you should prepare. Now, one more cue card that we got to know is that talk about a poem or a song that reflects or describes the history of your country. You know, earlier there was a cue card, talk about a poem or a line from a poem that you like. Then it was talk about a time when you performed publicly, you sang a song or poem. And now it is little different, that talk about a song that describes the history of your country. We are going to upload this sample as well onto the Speaking Booster by the end of the day, and you can definitely access it. Then the cue card is talk about a time when you first use foreign language or you talk to someone in a foreign language. I guess this cue card was there earlier as well, and if you haven't prepared it, do it. Another cue card, talk about a new piece of furniture that you bought. On this topic, I definitely believe there is my video on YouTube. Do watch it and let me know if you think that this cue card is not available. Now, one more cue card, talk about a person you know who takes less mental stress. Well, this is the cue card that we haven't discussed yet and have not been uploaded on the YouTube or Speaking Booster, but very shortly, as promised, we will do it. And before you actually go for your exam, you should prepare. Talk about a person who takes very less mental stress or do not take the mental stress. So this is pretty much all that I would like to share with you, because students been requesting again and again that please provide us the list of the new updated cue cards that are with us, that have changed, or the new cue cards that the examiners are asking. So make sure that you prepare and practice them well before you actually go for your IELTS exam. Thanks for watching this video. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.
आप नए क्यू कार्ड ढूंढ रहे हैं, बार बार पुरानी बुक्स को चेक कर रहे हैं, पुरानी बुक्स में नहीं मिलेंगे। अगर मिलेंगे तो स्पीकिंग बूस्टर पर या यूट्यूब चैनल रमन आल्स कोचिंग पर। टाइम वेस्ट मत कीजिए। स्पीकिंग बूस्टर बाय करने के लिए डाउनलोड कीजिए आल्स कोचिंग एप्लीकेशन।